at the end of the day, my lawyer decided on what to do, and I didn't really know what was going on.
You can't say that because they go over all the plea paperwork with you. You know, they tell you exactly what's happening. And
well, why would I file for guilty or anything if I don't want it on my record?
Judge, she's in the waiting room again.
Oh, okay, great. So you have filed a petition for non-disclosure on a DWI.
Yes.
The problem is that, and the way that I read the law is that non-disclosures are used when someone has done a deferred adjudication, they've successfully completed it, and then they are allowed to, because they've completed successfully, have whatever case they did the deferred on sealed so that the general public cannot see it. You took a conviction on this case. If I remember correctly, you took a straight conviction on this case. So I don't think that you're eligible for a non-disclosure unless you can show me differently.
I mean, it happened like 6 years ago. So, I mean, I thought by the state of Texas, you're allowed to get a non-disclosure, if not expunge, if you only have one offense of a DWI.
No, the law. No, what matters is what happened on your case. The time, the length of how long it was ago, the numerical, the number of how many you have doesn't make a difference as far as whether to grant this non-disclosure or not. So, unless you can show me differently, I just don't think that you're eligible for a non-disclosure. I mean, look, Ms. Wickenhofer, I love to grant non-disclosures because I love to see people trying to better their lives. So if I could, I would, but I can't. I absolutely love it when people try to better themselves. It's great. But you took a straight conviction. I think if I remember correctly, it was like, let me see, I can pull it up here.
I think it was my lawyer's decision. And to me, like, it's my life. So at the end of the day, my lawyer decided on what to do, and I didn't really know what was going on.
You can't say that because they go over all the plea paperwork with you. You know, they tell you exactly what's happening.
Well, why would I file for guilty or anything if I don't want it on my record? That's my thing, is I wouldn't file for guilty if I want it on my record.
I can't really get into your mind about what happened about 5 years ago. You know, I don't know what was going on in your life 5 years ago. All I know is that you pled guilty to this offense. You were sentenced to 4 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you had. And I didn't
even do days in jail, though. I didn't do any days in jail.
Sorry?
I didn't any what you're saying right now is not what happened. So I didn't do
what's in essence called time served, meaning that you walked out of here because you pled guilty and you got a 90-day license suspension. The sentence technically is 4 days in jail. We gave you credit for the 2 days that you did, so you didn't have to do any jail time.
Oh, okay.
The only thing you did was incurred a 90-day license suspension. I even rolled your court costs so you wouldn't owe anything, where normally people pay around $3,500. So we also did that for you. So, but by virtue of the plea, you're not eligible for disclosure.
But I just, to me, that doesn't make any sense. So just because I pled non-consent, or I needed to plead non-consent, to me, like, I don't go out and get into trouble all the time. I'm no criminal. So to me, like, I didn't know those things, and I don't believe that those things were communicated to me, that I had to plea a certain way. So that way, later down the road, when I'm trying to get it off my record, and it's not even about bettering my life is better than it ever has been before. It's not about me trying to, it is better. And the fact that I didn't know that, I don't feel like I should be tormented or felt, disciplined because I didn't know exactly how to plead, because I haven't ever been through this before, if that makes sense. I've never been through this before. So to me, I shouldn't be disciplined or held against my will because I didn't know exactly how to plead. I've never done this before, and I don't have guidance on how to plead because I don't know a bunch of criminals just hanging out telling me how to work the courts. So to me, it's kind of messed up because I don't know exactly what to say or when to say it. I just listen to my lawyers at the end of the day, and I still obviously didn't do the right thing. So if you could please understand that circumstance, because obviously I wouldn't have purposely meant to do this to myself by accidentally pleading the wrong thing. Obviously, I meant to plead the right thing so it can come off my record. I'm a teacher at a junior high right now. I'm actually at work now. I have 2 little kids. I'm trying to teach my business, but obviously I just want it to be non-disclosure so I don't have to ever file for this anymore, and I don't have to, it doesn't have to stay with me for the rest of my life. Like, God forgives,
you need to understand,
I forgive,
though,
other people can forgive.
No,
So
I know that you're upset with the news. But a couple things. Number one, no one forces anyone to plead guilty around here. Everything done around here is with everyone's consent, and you sign plea paperwork to that effect, indicating that you were advised, you agree with it, and you came up here and you voluntarily pled to the case. I understand you now
but
have
why would I do that though? Like,
how am I supposed to know why you did that?
okay, well, I made a mistake, Judge. I made a mistake. I don't know about these things is what I'm telling you. I don't get in trouble. I don't know what to do. I'm doing what the people tell me to do. And if I would have known that pleading guilty would lead me here, I wouldn't have done it. I did not know. I was unaware and
advise you to the
uninformed.
fact, like everybody, that there's no buyer's remorse. This isn't like Target. When you plead guilty, you can return it because you don't like it. This is a lifetime decision, and every person that comes up here, we ensure that they understand that they are making a lifetime decision. When you plead guilty, that's it. If you have any issues, you can always go back and talk to the person who represented you. But I'm telling you now that
that was 6 years
it
ago.
is what it is.
I don't
So
even remember who represented me.
you should be able to look it up, and you should be able to find. Okay. I will
don't
say
even
this,
know who it is.
I will say this, that the type of remedy you are seeking, a non-disclosure, even with this type of order that is granted, it seals it from the general public. All agencies will still be able to see this regardless. So if you ever apply to the state to become something, they will be able to see this, right? All this does is it masks it from the general public. So like if you apply for, I'm getting more than what I should, right? But, if you have any issues, what you can do is talk to a lawyer. They can
So it
advise you
stays on my
properly.
record forever, no matter what, even if I get it disclosed.
Ms. Wickenhofer, I can't give you legal advice, okay? But what I'm willing to do is that if you want, I can give you your money back. And if you want to, I can put this off for a couple days for you to talk to a lawyer if you'd like, to see,
Give me my money back for what?
for the filing fee. You had to pay a $250 filing fee, did you not?
Yeah, I guess that was in the easy expunction thing.
Sure. Oh, well, no, you had it waived, I think. Hold on a second. Let me see. You had it waived. She did a waiver, right? So she didn't pay?
Okay.
Okay, so there's nothing to give back then. Okay. All right. So basically, long and short of it is I can't grant this for you. If you want, I can put it off for a couple days so you can go talk to a lawyer about it. And we can set you off for mid next week if you want. But I'm basically telling you how it's going to go.
I'm just confused though. How come y'all can't expunge DWIs if you only have one? I literally.
It's Wickenhofer. I can't give you legal advice. You need to talk to a lawyer about that.
Oh, okay.
The state make an argument that
Please.
assist the defendant.
This is the district attorney on your case.
In the Government Code, Chapter 411, Subchapter E1, specifically 411.0735, which is a procedure for convictions on certain misdemeanors, the court only has discretion to issue a non-disclosure if they're convicted of cases other than DWIs, among other things. So DWI convictions on a misdemeanor plea are one of those cutouts in the government code in which the judge, even if he wanted to, could not grant a non-disclosure. So because the defendant in this case took a plea of 4 days county jail, which is effectively a time served, the state's opinion is the government code does not allow the court to issue or grant a non-disclosure in this case.
Because I pleaded guilty. But either way, what the judge is saying is that if it's a non-disclosure, it's still probably applicable to see through other employees, like they're able to see it anyways. So I guess it really doesn't matter. Is that what you're saying, Judge?
Ms. Wickenhopper, I can't give you legal advice. I can't. As much as I'd like to, I can get in trouble for doing that. So, Mr. Haddad was nice enough to tell you why you're not eligible for it. The only thing I can tell you now is that if you want, you can go talk to a lawyer, and I'm willing to give you a short reset for you to go do that to see if there's something else. But you tell me, what would you like?
That's fine. I guess a reset, and then I'll call them and ask them.
Tell me what day next week do you want to do this again?
Can we do it at the same time? Like 10:30 through 12? That's 10 to 12. I'm usually off. So
Sure, of course. Tell me what day.
any day, I guess Monday.
Is that enough time for you to go talk to a lawyer?
Yeah, I'm going to call them right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remember, lawyers are really busy, so be patient. Don't expect them to just jump at just.
It's not a lawyer. It's a expungement people. They're the ones who's working it. Not me.
Remember,
not a lawyer.
Talk to a lawyer. Don't talk to these people who are not lawyers, because they may give you shoddy advice. So be careful who you talk to,
Okay. Yes,
You
sir.
talk to some Joe Schmo who tells you they know. All right.
Despite her heartfelt plea as a teacher and a mother, the law is clear. Her conviction stands. The system shows a sliver of compassion by offering her time to consult a lawyer, but the outcome seems inevitable. A stark lesson on the permanent weight of a legal decision. Thanks for watching.